Are you tired of renting your home and having to comply with every regulation that's eating away your investment? Perhaps you have a difficult tenant that you're unable or having a hard time evicting, or the city or county where your property is at has rent control. And even though you have a lot of equity in your property, you may have a substantial amount of equity now, you feel that you are unable to tap into the income potential for that property. If you're thinking about selling your long-term rental property, you'll want to watch this video because by the end of this presentation, you will know how you can convert your long-term rental property into at least one other real estate investment called short-term vacation rental through what is called a 1031 exchange, which allows you to defer the capital gain tax for that property while at the same time will allow you to potentially maximize your passive income beyond the rental amount that you currently get from your long-term rental. But before I go any further, please subscribe to my channel. I also wanted you to know that I am not a CPA or tax advisor or tax intermediary. So before you make any financial decision or real estate decision, be sure to check with a professional tax advisor. I have been a real estate broker in Northern California for the last 15 years, and I have served at Tuolumne County, the San Francisco East Bay, and the Valley. I do own a small portfolio of vacation rental properties, and that's why I'm so excited to share with you the opportunities for that. The first thing you need to know is what a 1031 exchange allows you to do. And this is very important that you know, because if you don't do a 1031 exchange when you attempt to reinvest, your gain, you might end up paying as much as 50% of your equity, especially if you own it for a long time, if you own your property for a long time. So you want to avoid at all costs to be able to having to pay that hefty amount to the IRS. So the 1031 exchange allows investors to defer to a later date federal capital gains tax. So as long as you keep reinvesting your property, you won't have to, at least as of now, you won't have to pay the capital gains tax. Also, you defer the state ordinary income tax, the net investment income tax, and depreciation recapture on the sale of your investment property. Now, there are 10 rules or criteria that allows you to convert your real estate investment property. So you need to make sure that you follow the rules. And I'm going to go over that right now. Okay, rule number 1, you want to buy replacement property for equal or greater than sold for and reinvest all of the proceeds. Basically, whatever equity that you gain from the sale of your investment property, you will want to reinvest completely, of course, minus the expenses. You want to reinvest into your replacement property. Rule number 2, you will want to identify your replacement property within 45 days from the close of escrow of the property that you're selling. Typically, you'll want to start looking right away. So as soon as you get your home or property for sale, you'll want to start looking for replacement property, especially in the market that we're in with a lack of inventory. You'll definitely want to start searching out what you're going to reinvest on. But you have 45 days from the time you close on your property to identify the property or properties that you're going to be reinvesting on. Rule number 3, you will want to purchase property within 180 days from the close of escrow of the property that you're selling. So you have 45 days from the time you close escrow on your property to identify replacement properties, and you have 180 days from the time that you close on the property that you're selling to close on the properties that you are reinvesting. Rule number 4 says that you must reinvest in like-kind property. In other words, this comes down to the nature and character of the property that you are reinvesting. So if you have a house that you're selling, you cannot reinvest. into just raw land with no improvements. You have to be able to reinvest in like-kind property. And it doesn't matter the quality of the property, it just has to be the same nature and character of what you already, you are selling, of the relinquished property. Okay, rule number 5, you will want to have a qualified intermediary handle the 1031 exchange. This is typically called a 1031 exchange company, and your real estate broker and title company will work with your intermediary to make sure that the whole process gets done smoothly. That qualified intermediary basically will provide you with the forms in a timely basis, like when you have to identify the 45 days, the property that you're purchasing, and at 180 days when you have completed the purchase. All of these forms that need to be completed in a timely basis will be provided by the intermediary company, and it's a must. You definitely don't want to risk no having a qualified intermediary, because that can cost you the tax on the capital gains. So you definitely want to check with your real estate broker or title company about who you should choose. Typically, they work with these companies all the time, so they should be able to recommend a good one for you who can do the work needed in order for you to have a smooth transaction and avoid having to pay the taxes on the capital gain. Rule number 6, this is where it starts getting interesting when having to do with your short-term vacation rental property that you wish to buy, is that you actually are allowed to identify up to 3 replacement or properties that you wish to reinvest. So each property could be a duplex, or you can reinvest on a property that has 2 homes. That will qualify as one property if it's under one parcel. So there are all these interesting and really exciting ways that you can actually maximize your investment when you are purchasing, up to 3 properties. Rule number 7, and this is again having to do with short-term vacation rental investments, is that the IRS allows you to enjoy your vacation rental up to 14 days a year. And there's an exception to this rule, which will fall back to the rule number 8, which is that you can enjoy your home, your vacation rental property, 10%, up to 10% of the time that you have it available for vacation rental. So while they said that you can enjoy your home 14 days out of the year, if your home is available 365 days out of the year for rent, for vacation rental, you can enjoy up to 10% of the time. So that would be that you can, if you have it available 365 days, that means that you can enjoy it 36 days out of the year. So that gives you, a chance to not only make a wonderful income out of your vacation rental property, but also be able to enjoy it once in a while, throughout the year. Rule number 9 actually is has to do with the fact that if you need to fix your home, say you need time to replace the roof, you want to replace the floors, update the bathroom or the kitchen, do general repairs to your home, the IRS doesn't count that time against the time that you're allowed to use your property for vacation, for your own enjoyment. So if you need, 30 days or 2 months to be able to fix your home to get it ready, the IRS is not going to count that against you. So that's something really important and good to know, because a lot of times people reinvest into a home that needs a lot of work before they can get it ready for vacation rental. Okay, and rule number 10 says that the IRS considers a 2-year minimum holding period the requirement in order for you to avoid having to pay taxes on your capital gain. So you need to intend to hold that investment for 2 years. as investment property in order to avoid paying capital gain taxes on it. Okay, so the last thing I just wanted to go over to illustrate the point is a case study. So let's assume that you own a home in the San Francisco East Bay, in the county of Alameda, let's just say. You own a home and it's worth $1 million, and you bought it in 2004 for $400,000. So you have a gain of $600,000 on your property. So there's a couple of ways, different scenarios on how you will reinvest your equity, but basically you can purchase one property, or you can purchase up to 3 properties. Let's assume that you just purchase one property. There's, believe it or not, in some areas in California, you can still reinvest without having to, for under $400,000 and not having to get a loan. So if you say you were to reinvest the $600,000 and bought a couple of houses for $300,000 each, say in areas like Tuolumne County or Calaveras County, which is really close to the Yosemite National Park, the ski resorts, many lakes. So it would be, provide a really, good environment, good area for vacation rental. Plus, it's only a couple of hour drive for you if you ever need to come up here, if you're managing yourself, or you can hire a property management company that specializes in vacation rental to do that for you. But let's just assume that you purchase 3 properties. You could purchase one for 250, another one for 200, another one for 300. Say it goes above the $600,000 equity that you have, you can get a loan to complete the difference and be able to have a nice a tax write-off, which will help you, especially if you're making a really good income on your reinvestment. So where you were making probably, say, $3,500 a month in the Bay Area with your home, the one property, by reinvesting in 3 properties, you can potentially quadruple that amount. Of course, you have to do your homework and make sure that you're not reinvesting, say, for example, in Tuolumne County, the city of Sonora, they're not taking new applications for vacation property. So you got to make sure that you are in the unincorporated area. So you got to make sure you do your homework thoroughly to make sure that you are not reinvesting in an area that you cannot even do vacation rental. But for the most part, if you stay closer to the ski areas, if you stay, buying an area that is traditionally vacation homeowners, you should be doing okay. And of course, there's many ways for you to do your homework, which we can cover in another video. But if you do your research and you're able to have a lot of support in finding the right property, you can definitely capitalize and maximize your income. If you have any questions about our counties up here, Tuolumne County, Calaveras County, or Northern California in general, I'm more than happy to help. I have managed vacation homes, not just in our area, but also up north on the coast of Northern California. There are many, many wonderful opportunities still in our state to own vacation rentals and be able to make a really, really good passive income, and not having to deal with the headaches, having to do with evicting tenants and deal with rent control that are so prominent now in the city. And I know in Alameda County, they are trying to pass some new bill for rent control and minimum holding requirements for properties. So there's a lot to deal with there when you can just reinvest your property in an area and in a way that will help you have a more peaceful existence. So let's put it that way. So anyway, feel free to call me. I'm gonna leave a link down below with my information if you have any questions. Even if you decide that you just want to reinvest out of state, I can put you in contact with someone in the area that you wish to reinvest who can help you and is familiar also with the vacation market. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to my videos so that I can continue providing some quality material here. Thank you.